I think we are live. So, welcome to today's episode of the Visibility Queen Show. I have an amazing guest for you today, one of my favorite people in the entire world. So many people in our community absolutely love her, get all of their information when it comes to funnels from her. So, I am going to let her take the floor, the stage, whatever we're going to call it today, and introduce herself, tell you guys more about her and how she got into funnels. So let's welcome the one and only Faith Sage.
Woo! Wow, what an intro. Come on, girl. Bring
I
it.
love you.
Well, my name's Faith, and I'm addicted to funnels. No, I'm just kidding. Not really, but so a long time ago, like way back in 2014, I was working at a pastry shop, not a pastry shop, at a country club as the head pastry chef. Let me get my words out right today. And I decided that I was so sick and tired of battling with the head chef because we just didn't see eye to eye on anything. I decided that I wanted to work from home. We have a big family, and I was tired of the travel. I was tired of the commute. There wasn't any jobs local for pastry chefs local in my town that would give me the flexibility that I needed for our growing family. So I went home that day and I literally typed in the browser bar, work from home jobs that aren't a scam. So that is exactly what I typed in. And I came up with so many different scammy work from home jobs. It was unreal. But one of them stood out, and one of them was learning how to write copy. And I didn't even know what copy was. I thought it was that little symbol at the end of like all these like text things or publishing things like copywriting and different things like that. But I clicked on it and it's like, no, this is persuasive writing. So that was what I dove into first. Well, when you dive into a copywriting course or firm or whatever, you automatically get bombarded with emails that are so persuasive that you just want to buy everything. So they had a conference coming up, what they call a boot camp coming up in a couple months after I had signed on with them. And so I decided to go. I decided, you know what? I'm going to go all in. This is my big deal. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do all the things. So I dove in, and then I got another email. You should probably have a website before you come to the conference. And so I was like, oh yeah, that's probably a smart idea. Maybe I should have one. So I'm like, crap. Those are a lot of money. So I decided to learn it. Yeah, that's a lot of work too. So I decided to learn it. They sold a course on it. So I bought the course, but I built my own website. I went to the conference. I had a blast. I learned a lot of things, met a lot of people, and it transitioned from that into building like landing pages and sales pages and squeeze pages, which are just note, those are like all the same thing. So don't let someone scam you on that. So that was my entry point into the funnel building world. And since then, I've just went on to ClickFunnels, and God, you know what? I gave ClickFunnels a ton of freaking money before I ever actually started building in ClickFunnels, like almost a year's worth of money, because it was so difficult. There were so many moving components in there. And I was like, damn it, Faith, just do it. Just do it. So I broke down, started learning it. And now that's like my sole platform that I build on. But for me, it's so simple, but I know people have a billion questions about ClickFunnels and how do I do this and how do I do that? And, blah, 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 blah. So, and I don't even know all the answers. I'll just be straight up and honest.
So when somebody says, because I feel like this is the question I hear a lot, especially from potential clients I'm running ads for or something,
right?
Like, well, why do I need a funnel or a sales page or whatever? Because I have a website. So what is your favorite response to that? Because I know you get that a lot too.
So repeat the question again. I just want to make sure I'm answering the right one.
Why do I need a funnel or a sales page or whatever? Because I already have a website.
Right. Okay. So what I liken it to is we just had Thanksgiving. Okay. And At Thanksgiving, there's always pie. We always have pie for Thanksgiving because you can't not have pie. So think of your website as a full pie, the whole thing. Nice, beautiful, round, whether it's a 10-inch or a 12-inch pie, the whole damn thing. Think of a sales page or a sales funnel as one of those slices. So you're just taking a small little portion of what you offer on your website and you're like highlighting it. You're putting it on a plate and you're slapping all your Cool Whip on top of it so that people can just eat that one little thing. It's a bite-sized piece. If you eat the whole damn pie, you're going to get sick. It's going to be overwhelming. You're not going to want it, blah, 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 blah. So think of it that way.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. And I think people don't understand too is that when you have a website, there's a lot of options. Like there's a lot of
Right.
ways to lose them because, you know, people think they want to know everything. So they go off on all the other tabs and they get distracted and then they forgot why they even came there in the first place. And like a sales page really just leads them through the path of where they want to go. It basically, it makes it super easy for them so that they almost have blinders on, right?
You're
Like they
taking
almost
them
have
by the
blinders
hand.
on when they,
Yep, you're taking
Yeah.
them by the hand and walking them through the treacherous forest so that they end up on the other side, safe and sound, exactly where they wanted to go anyway. Exactly it.
yes. So what do you think, like when somebody is, let's say they want to create their first funnel, they have nothing, right? They have nothing. What would you recommend? Like, would you recommend them go ahead and create their sales page? Should they create an opt-in, lead magnet? What would you recommend that they created first?
First of all, they need an opt-in page. They don't need a sales page at this point. They need something to collect emails. They need to give out some sort of freebie offer or freebie service or freebie something to get people on their list. So if you have a main like core product or a big massive product or something like that and you're just not sure, splinter a piece of that off and offer it for free to bring them in because that's where you're heading them anyway, and that's a piece of it anyway, and that makes a great segue to bring them into your list and start offering your core offer or your big ticket offer or whatever it is you're offering.
Yeah. Now, obviously you love ClickFunnels, but when it comes to creating this landing page for this lead magnet that we're going to encourage that they create first, doesn't matter where they create it.
No, absolutely not. So you can actually get on lead pages. That was where I first started building landing pages, was on lead pages, and they're relatively inexpensive to get on there. It's pretty simple. It's a drag and drop, but it walks you through the process of how to hook up your email autoresponder, how to set the buttons, how to it helps you with all the process, and it's a lot cheaper of a version than ClickFunnels. Now, as you get more fluid in it and you get better at building them, then if you want to tap into like more features and more versatility, then you can move on to ClickFunnels or something like that. But no, absolutely not. Pick the one that's right for you where you're starting at.
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously I think, you know, a lot of things offer like a 2-week trial or something. You should totally try them out and see what you feel most comfortable with, because they're all similar, but they're all different too.
Right. Like even for me, if I jump into a different platform, it takes me a minute. I have to stop and familiarize myself with, okay, on this platform, this feature's over here. On this one, it's over here. On this one, it's over here. Like they're all in different spots and areas, and they all do just about the same thing, but there's just different quirks and features on each one. And some are way more robust than others. And some just give you the basics of what you need to get started.
Sometimes the basics are the cleanest and the most appealing to your audience too, because I think a lot of times we think we need to have this big fancy thing, and sometimes we just need to get to the point.
Absolutely. So, and the same with the ClickFunnels, you know, you can have information overload. So they have templates in there to help you, but then you're like, okay, they have like 500 templates for one opt-in. It's like, crap, which one do I use? Which one's going to be best? Which colors are my thing? Can I change this? Can I do that? Is this going to work? You know, it's just pick one and roll with it. That's all you got to do. Absolutely. Platform, template, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So when we talk about funnels and we talk about lead magnets or landing pages and sales pages, can this be for any business, or is it just in the digital marketing side of things? Like if do you have to have a digital product, or can you actually have a real product when it comes to creating a funnel and creating this on a platform?
These can be for anything. Like you could sell tickets to Mars if you wanted to on in a funnel, or you could sell shovels or moon rocks or whatever you wanted. Like this is for any business. You're just taking a component of your business and making it so that people online can find you easier, quicker, faster, and just give you money quicker, easier, and faster. That's all that it is.
Yeah.
That's
And I've even seen like product-based businesses, like they have this website and they have all their products on there, but then they take and make a bundle and create it
right.
through a funnel and
Yeah.
then make all this insane money that they never would have made on their website because there were too many options.
Right. Or they create like a monthly buying package. Like you spend so much a month, say it's a $50 program, $50 a month, and you get X, Y, and Z product every month. Like it's so simple to create a funnel and have it do like pretty much anything that you want it to do. Like the sky is the limit. You're only limited by the imagination and what you create and how you put your products together and how you do your services. Like I get super passionate about funnels because it's unlimited and it's untapped potential that you're not digging into when you let them pass you by. When you say, no, funnels aren't for me. I have my website. I'm good to go. Well, I'm just saying, you just left, I don't know how many tens of thousands of dollars laying right there on that table that you just blindly walked away from by not creating a funnel. Now, there is a caveat though. So when you start with funnels, it's not what they all portray online on all the ads. It doesn't just happen like that.
Right.
So when they said that they made $1 million in a funnel, that was like 10 years of cumulative work of figuring out who their target audience is, tapping into what their excessive pain points are and solving that problem, and then creating that funnel that attracts them and creating the right ads to bring those people in. It's like a perfect storm. So that always takes time. So I think a lot of it is people think that a funnel, oh, it's immediate cash flow, and it is, but you have to tap into all the things first. You have to create that perfect storm first before that will ever happen.
And you have to have traffic. Like you have to have traffic.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like putting a billboard.
No one's going to buy, and you're still at the same place you were before.
It's like putting a billboard on a back road that's one way, and nobody drives by it, right? Like there's no sense in doing that. So you have to have traffic. But let's talk about are there some steps or quick, do you have a quick system or a 5 tips for funnels that you can give my audience? I'm going to let you take the floor and explain and talk about it.
So to create a landing page or an opt-in page?
Yeah.
So mainly you just want to call out your target audience at the top. Like, who are they? Are they entrepreneurs in the mommy space? Are they affiliates in the jewelry space? I don't even know. I'm pulling stuff out of my butt, so bear with me. So you need a call out. I love doing call outs at the top because that way your market knows exactly that they're in the right place at the right time. Yep. Then you need a nice catchy headline, preferably something with their pain point, like, hey, I saw that you were over blah, 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 doing X, Y, and Z, did that work or something, make it way better than that because that one really sucked. But, make a nice catchy headline, incorporate some of the pain points that they're going through. Then you need some sub help, some sub content to boost up the headline. So, and then make sure you put a button on there and make sure that button links to the freebie. So you're going to put them on your list, your email list, and then that email list is going to send out that freebie. So that's mainly the only things that you need on there. You don't have to have pretty graphics. You don't have to have pretty images. You don't have to have anything like that. This is a freebie offer. So
now,
I hope that was clear.
It was very clear. It was very clear. So a lot of times, especially my ads clients, I try to teach them how they can take a free offer and turn it into money, right? So let's talk about that. We call it a tripwire, but let's explain it a little bit to our audience in case they don't know. How can you actually build your list and make money on the back end?
Okay, so there's multiple different ways to do this. So you've got your freebie page, which is sending out your free offer. You can, and this, when they buy this, they're going to go immediately go into your email list. One. So you should be sending out daily emails. Daily emails are the thing. They're the cat's meow, the bee's knees, whatever terminology you use. Because then you can market your offers every day to them, telling them cool little stories, telling them anecdotes, helping them, giving them value in that daily email.
Are you talking about a sequence? Or are you saying you should email your list every single day, regardless?
Just email your list every single day. I don't do a ton of sequences because if I'm doing an offer and it's a 24-hour sale, if someone just came onto my list and they're going through a sequence, they're not going to see that email, and they might be my potential perfect client that wants that thing. So I don't do that.
Okay.
So they just go on there, they get the freebie, and then they're stuck listening to me until they decide to hop off. And here's another caveat. When they decide to hop off, I exit them completely from the program. There is no warming them back up, no trying to re-engage them. They're done, they're gone, bye. That way I don't have to pay for them to be on my list doing nothing.
Yep.
So we got our opt-in, they're on our email list. Number 2, you can create another page. So instead of that thank you page, you can say, hey, thanks for buying, but I got this amazing offer. Would you like this? And it says, oh, this is like $7. So this is the no-brainer offer. It comes up next. They're still on your list. You can still market to them daily, but now you can make instant revenue by offering another page, you know, not in lieu of the thank you page, but like in addition to the thank you page. So it's like, thank you for, I recognize that you are on my list. Hey, boom, here's this other stuff. You can have more and more and more and more and more of these, and they'll exit out whenever they're ready to exit out. That's a sales funnel.
I love that. No, yeah, you totally did. You totally did. You totally did.
Did I confuse everyone even more?
No, not at all. So what are some of your favorite tips when it comes to either a sales page, landing page, whatever you want to call it? Because one of the things that I remember when I first had one of my first sales pages that I created, and you were like, can I please help you? And you were like, your buttons need to be a totally different color and stand out, and they all need to be the same color. And I was like, oh my God, I never thought about that. But like, I think you have so many great tips and tricks when it comes to landing and sales pages that my audience could really use.
Absolutely. I work with like minimal colors. So when I am on a web page, or when I'm designing a funnel, not a web page, when I'm designing a funnel, I look at my client's color scheme. And usually there's probably like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 colors in that color scheme. But I mainly work with black and white and then a pop of color. So the black and white, maybe even gold or silver if that's like an extra color that they throw in, because that's like not really a color. I don't know how to describe it. I know you look beautiful, but on a landing page, that's like an accentuating color. So I keep the buttons all bold. Anything you want them to see, you highlight in that bold color, like fuchsia or hot pink or bright green or whatever it is. And then, so we have like, this is, you see this whole page here at the top. I'm trying to move my hands down. All this whole page. So on a landing page or a funnel, you would make this smaller right here. This here would all be dark colors. So your eyes are naturally focused right in the center of it, so that you're capturing their attention and you're focusing it where you want it to be, which is actually on the content of your message, as opposed to, oh my gosh, look at that pretty little doodad in the corner. Oh my gosh, that thing's flying around and floating. Oh wow, that's really pretty. Like, none of that shit matters. None of that matters. You want them on your message because that's how you're going to make the money. That's how you're going to help them with their problems and issues. And that's how you're going to get them to the next stage and the next step in the funnel.
I love that.
I hope that helped.
No, it totally did. It totally did. Now, is there, like we talked about a tripwire before, but you can also have a sales page that has almost like extra offers. Like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about like one-time offers, and I don't even know all the other terminology. So
I was going to say a sales page with extra offers. No. You do not want that. That is any website.
Okay.
That's a mini website. That's no bueno. I mean, it is good. It has its purpose, but
Yeah.
for a funnel, no. It would be a sales page or an OTO, which is a one-time offer, or a downsell. So they hit your freebie, or your you can do your tripwire, your freebie in the same spot. That's your entry point. Then you can hit them with a sales page, which this is like your core offer. This is probably around $100, maybe $200, somewhere in there. And sales page can be any price point, but however many touches it takes to get them there to purchase. You need a warm audience going to this sales page.
Mm-hmm.
So the sales page talks about all of like the main core thing of what you're offering, like all the benefits that they're going to get when they opt in and purchase this on this page. Now, you can give them extra things. So like you can say they're going to buy a newsletter, a published newsletter. It's print, it's mailed to them. They're going to get like a book in the mail too. So like, hey, as a thank you, you're going to get this as well, talking about that. You can give them access to your private group. Like all of these things can go with it, but you're only like talking about your main core offer in there. And then everything else is a bonus. So say they want this, they purchase it, then they go to the next page. The next page is either an OTO or a downsell. So if you click the OTO and you're like, oh, sweet, you signed up for this. Do you want me to hand deliver it for an extra X, Y, and Z amount? Like I'll drive it to your door and give it to you personally. Like, I don't know, whatever. Go with me here. It's fine.
It's personalized service.
Right. So you're going to drive it there. They're like, no, I don't know you. I don't like you. Like, I just want your content. That's all that I want. Like, this is weird. Nope. We're going to go to the downsell page. So you're like, okay, fine. Do you want me to FedEx to you like overnight as opposed to like regular snail mail? You know, like there's so many multiple different ways to do it. And you can have multiple upsells and multiple downsells, but most people just need to start with the opt-in and the thank you page. Just get them on your list, start building your list, market your list, email them daily, and then you can start building that relationship with them, because a customer makes a custom of buying from you. They're not just a sale. They are the lifeblood of any business because they're repeat customers.
I love that. I love that. So how important do you think email is in your customer journey process, in your funnel process? How important is having that list and nurturing them?
Oh, it's stupid. You don't need it. I'm just kidding. It's one of the most important things because you don't own social media and you can't own social media. So if you get, so like you, when you got hacked, you were off of social media. You were also off of your email list too, were you not? You were off of everything.
Well, I was off my actual Gmail account. I could, in my G Suite,
Okay.
I could email my list. They would have just had to, I would have had to put another email address in, but I still had access to my list. I still could have emailed them.
Got you. So on social media, like say social media goes down or you get banned from it or whatever, you have no contact with your followers, likers, lurkers, all of those things, unless you bring them onto your actual email list. So your email list, even if you get deplatformed, because deplatforming is coming across quite a bit on multiple different social medias. And if you get deplatformed, like your status level on that platform goes to a big fat zero. So all that hard work you put into it, everything you did, all those Facebook lives, none of that means jack crap anymore if you did not convert them over onto your email list that you can take anywhere and put on any email platform and still have contact with the people that want to hear from you, that want to buy from you, and that want to support you through everything. So I would say it's pretty damn important.
I agree. I agree. It's a nurturing platform. I mean, it truly is. It's truly a place to nurture those people you get on your list versus just giving them that free thing and saying, see.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I think, they put the people on the email list and then they think, oh, well, that's fine. I got them. They're on my list. But what they don't realize is it's kind of like dating. You need to keep in contact with them. If you don't follow up and keep talking to them, they're going to say, hey, you know what? This person over here is giving me the attention that I want. They have what I'm looking for, and they're going to leave your list and go to their list. So if you have to be in contact with them too.
Well, and I also love to say it's still visibility, even if they don't have time to read it and they see you come in their inbox.
Right.
Still, you're letting them know, hey, I'm still around. I'm still trying to get your attention, you know? And so I think
Absolutely.
that's important.
Well, I think it also goes down to like, if you're supposed to be a leader in your industry and you're not emailing your list daily, why would someone follow you? You must not have a lot to say. Because if you have a lot to say, you will be emailing them daily, you know, and letting them know and talking to them and communicating with them, building that trust and that likability and all of those factors. So they think of that too, whether they're consciously saying it, that's what they're thinking.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. So why are you so passionate about funnels?
I just resonate with them. Like, it is, I don't know, they speak in my language. Like, that's my love language. I think for me, it's just a fact of getting these businesses out there, like taking a piece of their business and putting it out there for the world to see and helping solve the problems that people have. They can't do it if they're not out there, and funnels help them get out there so that they can, you know, get in front of their potential audience, and the audience member can find the solution to what they've been craving and searching for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So one thing that I love to talk to you about, because I feel like it's also a really big strength of yours, is copywriting.
Okay.
Like you write some amazing copy. Like,
and I don't ever see myself as the copywriter.
I know, but you do have, like, you have the best words. Faith also, I think, makes up words. Sometimes it sounds really good. Like they're really good.
I do make up words.
And I'm like, what? Like, I can't remember. Like, I don't even remember where you said this at, but like it might have been even a live we did or something, but you were like, abso-freaking-lutely. And you said all these things. And that's actually more of a normal word. But there's a lot of things you sent me like, oh my God, I've never heard that before. That's so funny. I'm totally using that.
Yes. I have. So my brain does this thing where I'm just talking and all of a sudden it combines a couple words. And then I'll take that word and I'll write it down, and that becomes one of my new words because it just flows out of my mouth. I don't even think about them sometimes. So yeah.
So how do you channel? Because I feel like the funnels that I've seen you build, right? The funnel, like mine and others, like you just know, number one, your sales pages, your whatever pages are never boring. Like, do they really grab attention? Like, how are you so good? I don't know if this is the right question to ask. How are you so good at like grabbing them in? Like, how do you think of like using just terminology that sometimes we wouldn't think to say?
I think that comes from soaking in the copywriting sphere. So I joined in copywriting, and they have like all these action-packed words that people don't normally use. Like, it took me several years before I could actually like create a decent headline, because I would do the boring ones, and then it's like, okay, well, how can I make this better? And so a simple practice that you can do is write your headline out and then write it 10 more times. And each time you're changing it and making it better and better and better. You want that headline to be concise, clear, and just captivate them. That's what the headline is designed for. And if you can't do that, your sales page means nothing. It doesn't matter what else is on that page, because if they don't read that damn headline and want to go further, then that sales page and all that work you put into it, all that money you put into it goes right down the tube, because they will not get to the purchase. They will not get to your ask. They will not get to anything. So it's a huge thing to be able to write headlines. So I encourage everyone to go to the Googles and type in like action words and like words that elicit an emotion from you, emotional words. And you will find this list, like hundreds of words that we would not normally use. But like when you read the words, I'm a big person, like I feel things. So when I read a word, I automatically get a feeling from it. And when I get that feeling from it, I'm like, okay, is that the word to use? Nope, 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 nope. And this is how I build sales pages. So I don't know how to teach this stuff. I have absolutely no idea how to teach this stuff, but I feel it. I feel with the colors. I feel the colors. Is that the right color? No, no, no. Check that one. Check that one. Nope, this one. Let's feel it. Let's bring all of that in. So, and it's the same with words. It's like when you think of violent, what do you think of? You think of mean, you think of anger, you think of darkness. So, I mean, it's the same way with like happiness, sunshine. Sunshine is a very happy word. You think of yellow, you think of bright,
Yeah.
you think of like fields, you think of different things. So they all have meaning and texture to them, just bringing them forth and plopping them on your page.
I love that. I love that. So I want to have some fun with you, and I want to do some like rapid. I just made up a word. I think rapid fire questions.
Okay.
You can answer the first thing, but if you need to explain, you can explain. I'm not going to be like, oh, you can't say anything else. Okay. So number one, what brings you joy? And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be funnels or anything like that.
Smiling.
You bring me joy when you smile. So I totally love that.
I just like to smile. It changes your whole day and your whole perception of life. So just smile. It'll be a new outlook.
So what is your favorite attention grabber headline that you've ever created?
That I've ever created? Gosh. Off the top of my head, I don't really know.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. What
is your favorite social media platform?
Email.
Give me a platform.
I would have to say I'm mostly on Facebook.
Okay. And how many times do you go live a week?
Oh gosh. Well, there was a time when I was going live probably about 10 times a week. But lately with all the hustle and stuff, it's dropped considerably, but that's about to change again. So I would say between 2 to 3 to like 10 to 15, depends upon the season.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Do you have a favorite color that you seem to always gravitate towards, especially when it comes to building funnels?
For myself or for clients?
For you.
Black and white. I'm always black and white and gold. Okay. I believe that for me, it is, I don't want people to see color on my website or my stuff. I want them to infuse their own color with what they read and pull that out of the messaging. So that's just my quirkiness.
I love it. I love it. So what is like if you, knowing where you're at right now, right, in your business, and you got to go back to talk to brand new in business Faith, what would be the advice you would give her?
I would say learn faster and harder, and don't even blink an eye at the people that doubt you, because they're insignificant.
Yes. Yes.
So
what's your favorite quote?
Well-behaved women rarely make history. Also, I am not everyone's shot of whiskey. I can't remember the full quote. It's like,
I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I'll never be everyone's cup of tea. I'd rather be,
someone's shot of whiskey.
Yeah. I think it's something like that, but yes, I love it.
Clearly it's not my favorite because I don't know it. The other one just like rolled.
Yes. I love that. I love that. Who is your favorite like digital marketer like that you follow?
Ben Settle.
I knew the answer to that.
You knew that was going to happen. Like that's my favoriteest of favorites of all time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He just came into my, I did a book club last month. And so, when I think of terms, I don't necessarily think of like what everyone else thinks of. So for me, a book club is not to read a bunch of books. It's to actually write a book. So that's what we did in this book club. And he graced us with his presence for 3 hours in this book club and told us like his whole publishing model, like what to do for this, and this. So I'm super excited to do something with all of this audio that I have. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but every time I listen to him or talk with him or communicate with him, like my business just booms. My thought process just goes.
But I think it's because you listen to him, but you also take action, right? You don't just listen and be like, oh, that sounds really good. Maybe one day you actually take action as soon as you listen to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love that.
Anything you do in life, if you just listen and you never take action, is pointless. Like, you can become a wealth of knowledge, but if you never take action on it, then it's all pointless. Like, you just wasted your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell us what's going on in your world right now. What are you into?
Oh, geez. So next week I am doing a 5-day funnel masterclass where I'm teaching people how to build funnels step by step, just an opt-in funnel, start you with the basics. So that's happening Monday through Friday next week. And then I'm also on a summit, 12 days of experts or something like that. I think it is.
I think that's really I'm in it too. So I think
so I'm in that. I'm going live next Saturday. So there'll be that. And then I'm just like putting my nose to the grindstone and pumping out my content, because 2021 is going to be a big year for me. I have a lot of content that I'm pushing out. My new print newsletter is going to be revamped. It's not new, but it's going to be revamped and it's going to be relaunched in January. So that's going to be upcoming. Plus I have a couple trips next year. And so I'm working on those, and I'm trying to finagle my way into a few more to get to like speaker spots at these conferences and stuff. So that is what I have going on currently.
And hopefully we have more live conferences and not just virtual, so we can see more people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if my audience wants to connect with you, how can they find you on social media and then your website?
Okay, so they need to go to their backyard. They need to put some sticks together, start a fire, get their rug, and they need to like send me some smokes. No, I'm just kidding. They go to faithsage.net. Let me make it easier.
Yeah. And then your Faith Sage on Facebook, Instagram.
I think it's the Faith Sage. I mean, you can't miss me.
Yes, that's true.
Just type in Faith Sage. I think I'm one of the main Faith Sages that pops up on social media.
Yeah.
Like, it's surprisingly weird how many Faith Sages there really are.
I just feel like there's the one and only. So I guess I block out all those other ones when I search your name, because I just don't tend to see them.
Well, good. That's awesome. Like, block them out.
I only need one in my life. One Faith Sage is enough.
You can only handle one in your life.
That's true. All right. Is there anything else you want to leave my audience with before we go?
Go forth and conquer those funnels. Like, they're not as daunting as they seem. And I heard this from someone, I can't remember who, but the obstacle is the way. If that is what is holding your business back, jump forward, create that opt-in. It doesn't matter how crappy you think it is still a starting point, and all of those starting points are only just equated to data points. So, and we all have to start somewhere.
Done is better than perfect.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for spending this time with me and my audience. Guys, reach out to faithsage.net or find her on social media and check out all the things she has going on, because she can make a big impact in your life with her funnel building skills. She does audits. She has a lot of resources. So definitely connect with her if you have an offer, if you want to create a lead magnet, if you want to create a sales page. Faith can definitely help you with that. So I love you, friend. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait to see you in person again as soon as possible.
At some point in time.
I know. We might have to meet.
Yes.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.